Thanks to everyone for coming with me on this JoJo trip. It's meant the world to me. I've loved every minute of it. Be sure to subscribe to ensure you don't miss all the good stuff coming up on Anime Sins. And now, let's goof and gaff and have a laugh as we make our way through the final 13 episodes of Golden Wind. So to be clear, was he launching a massive attack at the floor right in front of him? Why though? While I got you here, follow me on Twitter to raise my self-esteem, link down below. Would this frog still be chilling right by his feet after all of this? Oh, my foot is going to go flying off. Not sure why this attack should cause shock though. Neither of them know how the enemy stand works and what it can and cannot do just yet. You know what? They acknowledged the frog not leaving the area when dropped, and that's bloody awesome and to be expected from JoJo Golden Wind so far. And you know what, in hindsight it could very well be the case that this Mr. Hyde, as it were, was more shocked that he was going to lose a foot than being confused about the attack itself, so I'll give the benefit of the doubt there. Why are you saying all of this out loud when he's right nearby and can hear you though? So to be clear, was the foot cloaked and that's why he failed to see it right in front of him? I don't know, they didn't specifically say it one way or another. Oh well, I'm loving this scene, so they can take a neutral sin. Well, you know, he might not literally be able to do it in that amount of time. It's his stand and it's the first time he's ever rewinded so far back. Yeah, logic dictates when someone is using bloody hand signals that you shut the hell up and pay attention. Shut the hell up and pay attention, Deku! He understood these hand signals perfectly, including the climb a rock one, not sure where he'd learned that, and yet still he felt the need to twice speak just now. That's an additional silly billy sin. I hate to inform you of this, good sir, but you have not got the tools on you to conduct that task effectively. No! Anime go run cliche. What about if they just told someone about it though? To make this argument right now is flawed, given that it was a tense combat scenario, and asking nicely isn't something you reasonably expect someone to do in that instance. Couldn't that just be explained by the fact that the car is driving up a hill and thus isn't affected by the power of the stand because of it? Why didn't he have a problem with the other car driving up that same hill earlier on though? Driving in the mid lane when you're on your own on the road.
ブチャラティ、さっきの村ではよくも不意打ちだった。
Can it ever be referred to as an ambush when you yourself were actively chasing after him at the time?
医療器具。
That's a weird assumption to make. It could have belonged to the guy who fell out of the helicopter and into the car window earlier, or they could have just been there from earlier on. Failing that, he could have simply used the scalpel to do something to himself non-doctor related. His spine is wagging.
Bullshit.
I loved this moment, and the Winds version got multiple wins from it, but how the hecking heck did he manage to end up alongside the building when he was knocked directly off of the front of the helicopter, facing away from the building? In fairness to my boy John, not though, you can see the bullet hole is through the cheek and not like the temple or something where you could be more self-assured that he's a goner. Nice to see that these trash workers are undeterred by all the dead and dying people around the streets of Rome and have continued to work regardless. Nice of him to remain silent during the recording of his message in order to allow for reactions from the listener. Giving yourself away before you attack, cliché. Okay, is this guy's additional stand ability the fact that he can see stuff miles away? Because if so, please actually tell us that. No they don't. They say the opposite actually. Once again, this moment is filled with wins on anime wins, but I gotta point out how there's suddenly loads of vehicles everywhere, even though the entire area was essentially turned into one big melted swimming pool just now. What?! And yet, you continue talking to him all the same. How the hell was he able to move over to the boss, grab him, and come back to this exact location? Packing your bag like this seems incredibly counterproductive when you take gravity into consideration. Nope.
ありがとう。でもそんなことより、次はどっちへ向かえばいいの？階段を登るんだ。上？
ポリッシュ、まるで女みたいな名だな。
みたい？まずいよ。バレちまうぞ、ボス。
君のデータはないが信用する。
ボス。
So like, how can Butter Dirt Cheese not hear what he's saying? I know he's showing his soul so as to be the same as Trish, but he's been talking to him all along. So is he somehow turning off and on his soul?
90年代になって俺とかつての仲間空城城太郎はスタンド能力を引き出す矢の追跡調査を行っていた。
Man, I love this anime, but goodness me, the art style change is incredibly apparent when showing these two like this, especially Jotaro.
見て、あそこよ、ブチャラティだわ。
おい、負傷しているみたいだぞ。ブチャラティ。
Based on what? He's not physically bleeding, he's just leant over.
なんじゃこれは。うおー、おい、なんなんだよ。なんでこんなのがあるんだよ。
Just stop for a minute and be grateful! Jesus!
今から説明することはいわば希望なのだ。
Multiple exhale and then inhale cliches.
やつならまだ目覚めてねえぜ。ぶっ倒れたままだ。
お前はミスタか。
So you went through everyone else and figured them out, but got confused and had to ask at this point if this was Mista, even when she's holding his gun, yeah?
トリシャ、あんたは最後まで守り抜くぜ。俺たちが。ならんちゃ。
Saying someone's name instead of talking normally, cliche.
お前が手渡した時落ちたんならお前があと。
This scene is great, but that number of bullets is definitely a lot more than just now. He managed to trip 6 miles away from where the arrow dropped.
レクイエムは開始時間だからやめたんだ。
開始時間
The starting time?
動くなと言ってるんだミスター。レクイエムには後ですぐ追いつける。
なんなんだ、うるせえぞこの野郎。
You'd think, you know, since every single time Giorno has had a feeling about something and been right, he'd have earned some benefit of the friggin' doubt, but no!
なんで俺たちを攻撃しねえで走ってるんだ。
奴はすでに観察して見つけてるぞ。レクイエムから矢を取り上げる方法を。
He's no doubt right, but that's still a massive assumption right there, boys!
これはバカだ。しかも矢がこいつの腕に吸い付いて。こいつは
ジョルノは拒否なんかされていない。矢から資格がないなんて跳ねつけられていない。
How the hell are you getting that from what you're seeing? You already know that Frenchie stabbed himself with the arrow and that didn't go to plan at all in the end. So making this assumption after 5 seconds of seeing it happen to Giorno seems rather premature.
予測できるぞ。このカストムの動きが。
Gotta love the ability to expertly throw your blood at incredibly specific and small areas on your enemy.
俺昨日の夜考えたんだ。人間の肉ってよ、もし食ったらうまいのか、それともまずいのか。
Dumb question, since obviously it depends on how it's made, doesn't it? That's like asking if chicken would taste good, but in the scenario you give, it's raw.
して生きてるぞ。なんとか。
He was bleeding super badly in the water just now, but since climbing out of it, it's entirely stopped.
ここから先はあなたと2人だけでお話をしたいのですが。
彼らは私をとても信頼してくれているし、私も同様です。その彼らに対し、食事をやめて外に出て行ってくれなんていうことは。
Or logically speaking, you two could just go somewhere else, dude?
でもなぜこんなに辛い涙が流れるのでしょう。娘は私の希望でした。
Suppose you went on to answer your own question right afterwards.
この町で起こる殺人事件なら、この私の耳に入らないはずはないが。
But you never heard a young woman jumped off a building clutching onto a giant bull, no?
ジョラティ、この石の形は貴様が例の彫刻家ってやつか。
That looks just a little odd. Should be sticking through his fingers, really, a touch.
しかもこの石の形はスタンドなのか、その石は。
Now it's just a rock that changes size and shape and jumps at people, butcher dirt cheese.
早く下へ。このマンションから出てなるべく遠くへ。その階段で下へ行くのはまずい。上へ登るんだ、ブチャラティ。どこだ。
Bucciolati has spent a solid minute now completely ignoring what Mr. has been saying. Jesus, dude.
彫刻家が犯人のような。でもほとんど犯人ではないような。奴を 1,2 ヶ月入院する程度は痛めつけてやりましたけど。
Not exactly something to brag about when you cleared him as a bloody suspect, dude. Rome is super empty. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the journey. This was a tough one to sim because every time I latched onto something, it was then pretty much explained afterwards, so I was forced to go back and keep deleting stuff. Overall, I enjoyed this so much though, not just the season, but all of it. As and when the Wins version is fully out, might be before this or afterwards, not sure yet, you'll see all of my thoughts and opinions on everything, so check that out if you like, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Nathan Byrne, Bird Without a Word, Arias Alibari, PK Fan, Ali50, Anthony Roll, Arman Jasuja, Isael Caldera, Chris Harris, Jonas Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Miroslav Vispiansky, Yuki Ali, Manuel Mireles, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Sentimento, Silva, Master Tank, Boogie, MD McVeigh, Aurora, Kevin Nauta, Stefio, Joel Rosenfeld, Brendan Kriya, Spirit Spinner, Gustavo Gomez Canero, Mr. Waffles 64, Theodore Quackens, Kaj Vorzelman, Jordan Samuels, Gabby Z, Humye, Crimson Shadows, Dylan Duchamp.